Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 2 minutes, so let's see what happens. Have an order at 238.50 for my opening 500 shares here. Got those. Like I said, just my opening allotment. We'll look for another 500 down there at 237. Or if this thing wants to bounce. Quite the craziness out there. And now it's trying to bounce. And out there for $500. Hindsight. How low did it actually go? One as low as 237. Yeah. Hindsight, I was thinking, should I go 237.50 or 237? And on my screen, you can see I chose 237. So in hindsight, I chose poorly. Could have had another 1,000 shares. But looking like 240 is going to be that key break point now. So we'll see if it wants to, and I just, if you heard typing, that was just me making an alert. So if it can get through 240, wow. Well, I thought that was going to put up more of a fight than what it did. All right, well, as you saw there, made the $500 in, you can see the timestamps right here. So I made it in basically 2 minutes, so I'll take that. I'm happy with the start. Let's see what else I can find. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get short here, just 100 shares. Let's see. So I'm risking right around, we'll call it $300, which I'm okay with. So I'm either still going to be up on the day right around $200, or this thing is going to roll back over here, and I'm going to put even more money into my pocket. 245 being the key break. Oops. So putting my stop loss in up there at 248.01. And, well, you know, at this point, given it's already started to work in my favor here a little bit, let's see if it can get down through 245. Yeah, 247.51. I'm going to put the stop loss in at. So like I said, risking right around $200-ish. Could be up as much as 300 with slippage. So like I said, even if I take like a max loss with huge slippage, still puts me up at $200 on the day. It's been a good month, a good week anyways. So and plus it's still only 10 a.m. Eastern time, so still plenty of time left in the day. But there is the break to the downside. Or at least the attempted break. And now it's just a question of, can this thing get any more downwards momentum? So what I'm going to do here right now is I'm just going to go ahead and pause, because I don't really feel like sitting here watching this whole thing play out. I mean, I will get the video rolling if it looks like it's going to start to move in a significant way either way. But I'm trying to stall now, because if it gets down through 245, or excuse me, 244.50, which is looking like it might want to do here. Well, you know, the more I watch this, I'm just going to hop out there with the $80 score. Reason being, there was a lot of downwards pressure, a lot of upwards movement, and now, yeah, it's rolling over, but with the amount of upwards movement, I was looking for a much faster deceleration, and that still might happen, but I mean, notice how it's just kind of a slow, methodical move, whereas with this, such a nice movement upwards, I was looking for more of a just straight down matter, and like I said, looking like it's going to go down to 244, but for what I was looking for, needed to see a little bit more rapid acceleration, which may be starting now, so I might have been a little too antsy. But I am also speaking in hindsight here. But, oh well, it's now up 580, so I'm happy with that. Let's see if I can find something else. All right, I think this thing wants to get down below 246. This being SPY. And there it is there. So it just took the quick scalp there. Now I'm up 697 on the day, and it is 10:30 a.m. I'm going to wrap things up. Hour in, more than happy with $697 in 1 hour. But one of the questions I get quite a bit, and thanks to your feedback in the comment section, I know a lot of you just enjoy seeing these sorts of things as kind of a learning lesson, but it also allows me to answer the very common, very wise question. Okay, Clay, how does your trading community work? I know you offer it. So here was an alert this morning that I made on SPY right before the market opened, and you can see that is documented right there by the time at 9:23 a.m. So I just talked about how on the opening I was looking for a move downwards, so looking for the price to go down, followed by a bounce. And then, I just made a comment about, in my opinion, this is ridiculous, based on the current steps being taken, meaning the news that was released. I thought all this downside panic was a little overblown. But point here being, I'm not going to go too far into it, but like I said, opening looking for a move downwards, followed by a bounce, meaning the price goes upwards. And then that's what you saw me trade for that first trade that I made, where I made the $500. You saw me buy when it dropped down to 238.50. And now, of course, in hindsight, I could have made a whole lot more in the bounce, but that's why we're all billionaires in our hindsight trading accounts. But then on the bounce, as you saw there, I got the $500. So members of the group, they could have done a whole lot better than I did, assuming they played it the same way, let the price pull back as it did, picked up some shares, and then played the bounce back to the upside, which, like I said, I, in hindsight, could have done a much better on it. So point here being, it's not like one of these things where I made the alert after I had already. No, everybody had the same exact opportunity I did, made that before the market even opened. And, in all actuality, and that's when it's a good alert, is when really, technically speaking, other people could have done even better than you, because everybody had the same exact opportunity, and had they just, held on a little bit while longer, unlike me, then, they could have had actually quite a bit more. But so it is what it is. There's an example of that, of how the room works. So like I said, you saw that, the move downwards, and then you saw that bounce where the price, like I said, really made a big bounce upwards. But good old hindsight trading, so I do realize that. And then really, let me bring this over, because this is what's playing out right now. The market is, well, it's hard to tell. Let me do that. There we go. You can see the market is booming, and I literally just put this in the chat room. Let's get the screenshot tool real quick. So right here just said that SPY was really struggling around 247.50-ish. A break and close above on the 5-minute could be the domino to start the new upside bounce. And you can see, yeah, it definitely got the break of 247.50, which was right around there. And now this thing is sitting, as you can see here, up over $250. So there's another alert that I missed out on as I'm wrapping up this video, but that's okay, because like I said, I'm happy with my day hours, quote unquote, work for $700. But again, so there it was right there, talking about 247 with a break, and this was made at 10:31 a.m. Eastern time, and now you see that the price has gotten up above the 250 mark. So again, another little just real-time example of how the community works. If you are interested in joining the community, all you got to do is go to claytrader.com/team, and really the way to approach it, and we'll use this pricing structure, but $99 for 3 months access. So really just ask yourself, do I believe the service can bring me more than $8.25, not per day, but per week of value? If you think this service can deliver more than $8.25 per week of value, then you will get a great return on your investment by, like I said, the $99 for 3 months access. So like I said, that's the way I would approach that. And also as a note, you don't have to be chained to your computer. There is a mobile app so you can stay in touch wherever you're at. And then as far as just the video in general, if you enjoy these live trade videos, if you would like for me to keep making these, the quickest and easiest way to communicate that to me is just to click that like button. Also, leave a comment down below. I'm curious, how's your trading been going? Markets have been crazy, so I'm curious. And also, just if there's any questions on the community or questions on whatever, please let me know down in the comment section. And then also check out the channel as a whole, lots of other live trade videos and other types of content. So hopefully you ultimately decide to become a subscriber and hit that subscribe button. Like I said, check out the community. If nothing else, and you just enjoy the video and want me to keep making these, like I said, hit that like button. Thanks for hanging out. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.